Hello, Jack.
Hello.
You look mighty camo today. What have you been doing?
I've watched Captain Marvel, now I want to be a superhero.
Do you really?
Yeah, so I'm going for Invisible Man.
Good one.
This is my first stages of Invisible Man.
Yes, superhero fever is upon us, is it not?
I'm also going for Ill Man, because I'm ill again.
Yeah, you're always ill. I don't think you've got to go for ill man. I think you are ill man.
I do apologise for
Germ boy.
the listeners who's going to hear this all video.
Oh, I think you'd be called the Scrot. Look out! It's the Scrot.
I've got the directors
Good.
of this film.
It is the first of the superhero extravaganza.
We've entered superhero territory.
We've got this. We've got Shazam, which is the other Captain Marvel. Confusing if you're a comic book nerd.
Shazam!
Then we've got the big one, Endgame, and then for some
John
reason
Wick.
we've got little Spider-Man.
Oh.
So let's get right into it, shall we? Roll intro. What did you think?
I thought it was rubbish.
It's rubbish, you know.
I didn't want to swear for the fans.
Scrot man.
I thought it was. I don't know, because I think it's rubbish.
Oh.
But then I think I'm getting old, because the reason why I thought it was rubbish.
You are getting older, yes.
Yes, but I can still be a fan of a comic book film. But this one just missed completely on me, to be honest.
I'm not gonna say
saying to be honest a lot, but I am being honest.
I want you to be honest.
I
That's the whole point
it's
of
rubbish.
this. If you're going to lie, what are we doing? What are we doing?
What are we doing?
What am I doing?
It was too long. It felt like it was about 4 hours. I nearly fell asleep. Genuinely nearly fell asleep.
But is that because you're ill, man?
No, well, this was before I was ill. No, if I went to see it again, I'd definitely fall asleep.
Or die?
Oh, yeah?
I'm not going to say
Think I'd
you.
rather?
I'm a Scrot boy. Snottling every time.
I'm alright.
so-
I'll sound worse than I am, I think. I'm alright. But anyway, it's not about me. It's about Captain Marvel.
It is
and
about
Brie
Captain
Larson.
Marvel. I'm going to say, first off, it was fine. Should we get into it? Because a lot of people have been talking about Brie Larson because of some things that she said.
I hate her. With all my heart, I hate her.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Why?
I hate her.
Oh!
I hate her as an actress. I hate her in real life. Because she's too much. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to get in the political side of things. But I'm against racism as much as the next bloke. And I was against...
It depends who the next bloke is.
But yeah. But you know what I mean. I'm against sexism as much as the next
Woman.
lady.
Yeah.
But she's just, you know what I mean? It's constantly rammed down your throat with her.
To be honest, no. What I think that happened is she's been given the spotlight. She's very outspoken, and the way she worded things could have been better.
I think she meant well, but it didn't come across well.
No,
at all.
She meant well, but it came across as a bit of a privileged knobhead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't want to talk about her as a person.
No.
Because I don't care. I want to talk about her in this, and I also have to say I didn't care for it.
I didn't like her. I think it was completely the wrong person to pick.
I don't know if she was the wrong person.
I
I just didn't like the way she did it. I didn't like... Okay, this is nothing on Brie Larson. I didn't like Captain Marvel herself as a character.
No, me.
And this isn't anything to do with women before people stop typing away at the keypad, you man-hating woman, bitch, motherfucker. That's the wrong way around. Yes. I like women superheroes. Wonder Woman
Wonder Woman is one of the best
is great.
superhero films I have ever seen.
It is.
You heard it at 18.
It's one of the best DC ones.
No. Superhero ones.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, it is actually. It's great.
Thank you.
There should have been a Black Widow film
Oh, what do you think?
already. No, but what I mean is...
Yeah, I reckon I get bored of that.
The only reason that people are hardling this film is because it's Marvel's first female superhero. I want to say, instead of celebrating the fact that it's the first one, I'm shocked it's took them 10 years to do it.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
And if I'm honest, I couldn't care if it's a man or a woman.
No, I couldn't. I just want a good character.
Yeah.
That's my point.
And it missed.
I don't really like Iron Man. I don't. I don't really like Doctor Strange as a character, but at least Doctor Strange has funky, mad, magic crap going on.
I used to like Hulk, I don't anymore.
She is just a bit. I don't know.
War is a universal language. I know a renegade soldier when I see one. Never occurred to me that one might come from above.
Samuel Jackson, de-aged. What did you think?
I don't think he was his best in this either, to be honest.
But it wasn't really him, though, was it?
No, I know, but
he was fine.
Yeah.
It looks good, but he still looks a bit smooth, don't you think?
Yeah.
Don't you think he looked a bit weird? He looked a bit weird.
He looked a little bit weird.
And it is weird because his face was of a 30-year-old man.
Yeah.
But he ran and fought like a 70-year-old man. You know what I mean? He still looked a bit stiff, even though he had this young face. I like the way they padded him up, though. He looked big, didn't he?
Yeah, he did look a bit of a unit.
He looked big. He was fine. Star of the show, Mendo.
Yeah, man, he was decent.
Ben Mendelsohn.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah, I mean, I like him.
I love him in everything. Without spoiling too much, I like the fact that he takes the character places you didn't think it was going to go. Mm-hmm. And he's great with it. Props to Mendelsohn, as always, my boy.
He's the best of a bad bunch here, if you ask me.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Jude Law was fine, I thought.
Oh, yeah. I liked him. He was probably my style of the show.
Jude Law?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great, isn't he?
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Space invasion, big car chase. Truth be told, I was ready to hang it up till I met you today.
Old lady, computer-generated old lady.
That's how much impact she made on me.
Yeah,
I'd forgotten about her.
The pilot.
You know the plot of the whole film.
I
forgot about it.
The central character to the plot.
That's how bothered I was about this film.
Didn't you think she looked weird as shit when she was CGI woman?
Yep.
And it's like, I understand why it made her be like the thing that she sees because they have a connection, but don't try and act like that. You look like a granny. I'm not intimidated by you. Yeah, you're pissing with blood.
Oh no! What did you tell me?
What have you done?
I just sitting in the corner of my eye.
Are you going for a Braveheart? Acting done. 3, 2, 1. So acting done. What do we do next?
You ask me this every episode.
Then you should know.
Cinematography, like I say every episode.
Cinematography. It's fine.
So you're not from around here?
It's hard to explain.
What the problem is here, she's too good and the baddies are too bad.
Yeah, no one challenges her.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, you mentioned this in the middle of the film. She picks up stuff. There's no learn. There's no getting to grips. There's no finding her feet.
Yeah.
It's like badass time.
That's nothing to do with cinematography, though, is it?
No, I know.
That's the story. We'll get onto that.
Oh.
I just want to say, cinematography, it's fine. It's a Marvel film. It has a budget of 100 billion trillion. I just want to say that it looks a bit bland.
And it looks like Star Wars.
It does look a bit like Star Wars. There's a pod racing scene, basically. But don't you think it looks a bit bland? It needs a bit of a creative flair, like the different alien planets you go to. They just look like you've typed alien planet into
And I think,
Google.
you know what I think? I think they've cheated a bit by making it dead foggy. Do you know what I mean? I think that's a bit lazy, if you ask me.
It is a bit lazy. And CGI is fine up until the last 10 minutes where, for some reason, they CGI her face and she looks like a doll. Don't you think?
Oh, when she goes Super Saiyan?
When she goes Super Saiyan, yeah. She looks like a doll.
It turns into... Oh, is this spoilers?
No, she just turns into Wonder Woman. You see it in the trailer when she goes Super Saiyan. She goes...
It is like...
And her hair goes...
references like Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z, yeah.
I mean, I'm not a fan of Dragon Ball Z, but I really imagine that's what Dragon Ball Z is like.
But then she puts her hat on, doesn't she? And her hair goes into a mohawk for some stupid... That's stupid. I understand the comic, but stupid.
Stupid.
And then she has CGI face, and it looked a bit balls.
I keep having these memories. I see flashes. I think I had a life here. But I can't tell if it's real.
This up, basically. Let's just get our points across, right?
We said we were going to make it short, weren't we? But we're waffling again.
I know, waffle. I didn't like it because it feels like a step backwards.
I think
It's a bit bland, it's a bit too cheesy, it's a bit too happy-go-lucky, but then at the same time, it's a comic book film and we're 25, so...
Yeah, I know that, but there's other comic book films that I like.
Yeah, I know, I understand your point.
As you said,
Ragnarok. Yeah, but... that is,
Ragnarok had me in pieces.
but
It was
that
rather funny.
That is the genius of Taika Waititi.
Meek, where are you from?
Oh, Mick's dead.
Oh.
Yeah, and I accidentally stomped on him on the bridge. I just felt so guilty. I've been carrying him around all day. Oh, Mick, you're alive! He's alive, guys. What was your question again, bro?
It feels like a shoehorn retcon, because... Ooh. Captain Bircho.
Burpee?
Oh,
I can't smell anything anyway.
I'm going to have to chop that, right. It feels... 3, 2, 1.
Go again.
It feels like a retcon because they've suddenly decided in Endgame, which is Infinity War Part 2, basically, they needed to shove in Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
And they've gone, crap.
No one knows anything about
No
it.
one knows her. We need to introduce her and we need to get everyone to love her within 5 minutes. And I'm sorry, everyone else, your big three, Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, Hawkeye, no, they're the big three, but Hulk, Hawkeye, Scarlet Widow, the main 6 Avengers, we've known for 10 years. I do not care.
No, it's like, watch her for 2 hours and then make her your favourite because she's coming to save the day.
Yeah, she's going to be the new favourite because all your old ones are gone and we thought, fuck, we need someone to lead this. That's what it feels like. And I was just like, I don't care about her in this film. I'm not going to care about her in the next film. And you're right, because although it wasn't the same origin story that we normally have, it didn't show her grow and learn.
No.
She went from... when we meet her, she's super powered.
Yeah?
And we see how she gets it, but then she doesn't get, like, knocked down. She doesn't have to overcome particularly anything, really.
No,
I mean, she does. She does in a way. But then, as soon as she overcomes it, it's like... I'm a Super Saiyan. And it's like she went 0 to 100 real quick and I was like, okay, this is where we're going. And then it ended and I was like, oh, that's...
Dude, that's rubbish. I hate this film.
It was fine. You know, it's a fine superhero film if you don't care about stuff. We're just massive nerds.
We spend the whole film looking at stuff over and over again. See what I mean? It's like, no, we spend the whole film going through her memories that we've already seen.
Okay, little spoilers. What? What?
What?
Yeah, the siren.
Don't. Not wah.
My balls can't do that. Do not show us her memories of when she's little before she understands them. Because we knew what had happened.
Yeah, before she did.
We know she's a pilot from Earth, and she's like, am I a pilot from Earth? And we're like,
Yes!
Yes, you fucking imbecile!
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but if they hadn't showed us that in the trailers and the first 10 minutes, if you figured it out as you went along, you know what I mean? If you were like, bam, from the start, she's an alien. And then you're like, oh no, she's not an alien. She's a human. But this is like, nah, she's a human, but she's a bit confused, but... You know what I mean? And I was like, come on, you dumbass. Figure it out.
Yeah, but you're telling me that people are watching this film going, "Oh, she's an alien."
No, that's the point. Everyone knows she's a human except her. That's why I'm like, oh my god! It was just frustrating.
I didn't like it.
Everyone's blue.
We have no idea what threats are out there. We can't do this alone. We need you.
I'm not what you think I am.
Marvel's Captain Marvel.
Oh, I'll tell you what, though. I'll buy the soundtrack.
Oh no, it was too much for me.
I kind of liked it. It was old school.
It was 90s, but it was like, this is the 90s. Remember the 90s? Remember every hit song from the 90s?
I like that, though. I like old school tunes.
It was fine, but some of it didn't meet the theme that it was going for.
Remember Trigger Happy TV?
Yeah.
The theme tune was in there.
I know, but it didn't fit what was going on at the time.
That made me more happy. In this film, made me the happiest when I was thinking about another TV programme.
Yeah.
Because they had the theme tune.
That sums it up. So, would you recommend? Is it worth a watch?
No.
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 I'm going to have to say, if you want to watch Endgame, yeah. Otherwise, you'll be like, who's this?
Everyone knows who they are, though. Who she is.
If you're a Marvel purist and you want to know what everything happens and who everyone is, yes, watch it.
Yeah.
If you're not that arsed,
just take this from you. Take this away with you. She can do anything.
she can do anything.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And in Endgame, there's probably going to be someone who's exactly the same, with the same powers, and they're going to have a big fight.
Probably. Imagine if Thanos flying like that.
But yeah, or they're going to have a fight and she's going to lose, and then she's going to go, I need to get stronger. And then she's going to come back and fight again and win and save the day.
No, that'll be Captain Marvel 2.
Stupid. So yeah, we've reached the beginning of our superhero season.
Yep, superhero season.
So we'll have plenty more reviews coming out when they come out. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you press the bell to follow us on our journey through the superhero season. That's hard to say. It's too many S's.
The superhero season.
Superhero
so we
season.
can tell you what's worth a watch or not.
Yeah. Like Captain Marvel, it's not worth a watch. But anyway, go and follow us on social media if you want. You can follow us on Instagram, Average Thoughts Gram. You can follow us on Twitter, iThoughts on Twitter. You can search for us on Facebook, Average Thoughts.
If you fancy it.
Or you can just check out our other videos if you want.
There's a few.
There's a few knocking about. There's full flop that we never do, so you can watch that if you want.
We might do. We ain't got time.
No, there's no games out.
There is.
Like what?
Red Dead.
Exactly.
Apex Legends.
No, I don't play that.
I'm a slimy little bitch.
No, I don't like it. I'm going to play Titanfall before I play Apex. Titanfall's way better.
Titanfall is great. Play Titanfall 2.
Yeah. I'm going to buy Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
We could review that.
That's
We
a
could
nice
review
easy
the
one to
kills.
The fatalities.
Oh.
I've already seen Johnny Cage's.
Yeah, but we could review them,
That's my favourite one.
can't we? What we
Yeah.
could do is we could break them down. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Watch coming soon. Mortal Kombat
11.
11. X1.